And to Hillary's point, if the markets were panicking about any of this, they had a funny way of showing the Dow getting closer and closer to 40,000, a gain of 477 points today. Inflation not a worry from this. Alan Nuckman, Bullseye Option Chief Market Strategist. Alan, do you agree with that? That for now, the inflation worries, they're out there, but they have yet to materialize, might not materialize to the degree some fear.
Right. You've always got to be aware of any sort of disruption, especially in a momentum market. A momentum market is all about physics, and a market will continue to move in one direction until acted upon by an outside force. So if this was a Suez Canal closing or something of that nature that could have global effects, this is going to have intermediate effects. And you talked about Ford. Ford's up near its breakout point, pushing around the $13 level. Amazon, which has a distribution center across the bridge, so now they have to go all the way around. That hasn't impacted their stock at all. It will impact some coal exports, from what I read, and $15 million of disruption in a day. But we are in an almost everything bull market. So everything is rallying. And now we've seen actually energy prices have a full comeback after we saw the NASDAQ, the S&P, right, the Dow, the Russell. Now you're seeing energy prices play catch up. So it looks like everybody's in a bull market until acted upon by some sort of major disruption.
Yeah, and you think about it, this is global. When you think of supply chain disruptions, this might be the latest example, right, albeit limited, nothing like what's happening in the Red Sea, where ships are having right, a devil of a time getting around Houthi rebel attacks and the like. But it weighs on people who fear that, the more it drags on, the more there are product delays. You're already hearing the likes of Carnival and other cruise lines talking about cost up to, $10 million, depending on how long this drags out. How do you weigh all that?
Well, as a trader, you have to look at any disruptions as opportunities. So in the summertime, if things are too hot, the grain markets can be disrupted because that impacts the growing yield. So there's always opportunity from whatever happens from an economic standpoint. And one thing that I'm looking for, we just talked about oil, and oil's up about 25% in the last year of trade, even though it's still at a very, very low level in historical terms. Look at something like natural gas. Natural gas is 40% off its down in the last year and down near 10-year lows. So if we get some sort of disruption over the summer, really hot weather, an electricity spike, that could curb and shift the sentiment. And these kind of disruptions can change markets, and that offers opportunity.
All right. We will watch closely. Alan, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, think fast. RFK Jr. and George Wallace.